Yep. Stayed on the phone late. Then started my evening routine or program after I got the phone. Then I finally went to bed around 4 something. Let my sister in. Nodded back out as soon as I let her in. And when she walked out, she left the door cracked, so I got enough fresh air in here to get me to wake up as soon as I finished sleeping. And I'm kind of glad she left it cracked because it gave me a chance to adjust to the air before I got out of bed. And first phone call of the day is a happy one, but shit, I think I may have fucked it up. You know, really talking about what's on my mind because, you know, she asked me, how you feeling? What's up? And I told her, okay, I'm feeling okay, but I feel this type of way about this situation and da 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 da. And she's like, okay, he good. He still love me. But this nigga got some distractions I don't want to hear about. And she hopped off the phone. Okay. I ain't mad at her. She earned the privilege to be like that. She done put in the time, the work, and the effort to where she can get away with shit like that, you know? I'm just gonna say it straight out. There's things I'm gonna let her get away with because of the work she done put in. I ain't letting nobody else get away with it. Shit. She let me babysit the great grandson. You know, she really let me become one with the family for a short period of time. Then she didn't want to share me that much. But at least she allowed them to get to see why she liked me so much. And I can say from experience, you know, they understood why she stuck with me so tough. You know, man, I talk to everybody like I used to, but I can just tell by the way that we last spoke, we all had a certain degree of respect for each other. We know how to be cordial. And we could get along pretty well. There's no beefs. There's no problems. Shoot, I done babysitted, you know, quite a few of my lover's family members. I'm not just talking about the last one. I'm talking about the last 3 long-term ones that made it past 4 years. You know, I was able to actually spend time with them and their family members, which like gives them certain privileges, you know, because they were willing to actually integrate me into the family. They could tell that I'm a character that is safe to be around the family, not just for their own personal entertainment, but I can actually be useful in being a part of the family. So I'm going to put that down real quick and clearly. You know, in order for me to really be in a full relationship with somebody, you know, I can't feel like I'm being hid from the family like a fucking nigga. You never, ever, 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 ever bring the cutty up around the family because they're only good for cutty. You know, just fucking, freaking, you know, you don't bring your organic dildo around the family and let them play with it because that's just your organic dildo. And me, I'm not that guy. When I get the feeling like, okay, I'm cool enough to be your personal entertainment, but not a part of your family, it's a major turn off. I'm going to say it like that, short and simple. And, you know, some people, when they think you're desperate and hard for some attention and affection, and you ain't got nobody else to get it from, they think they could treat you any kind of way, withhold what they should be giving, and, you know, shit. Gotta be careful not to say stuff that'll give a nigga that impression because real talk, if you want someone to be in your life for the rest of their life, there's a certain level of respect you must give them, and there's a certain level of consideration you must show them to make that possible. And if I have to explain it to you, then you're just not ready for it. That's how I feel. I say this up here, so I ain't got to say it over and over again. I'm going to say go to 523, Just Woke Up, look at that video, and it's going to tell you something you need to know and understand. Period. But I'm realizing from certain lines I was getting hit with, somebody been doing their homework. They've been actually doing their homework. Now, the homework's supposed to help them understand how to better engage me and integrate and cooperate and link up with me. It shouldn't get them on some other game that have them where, you know, you want to do your homework so you understand how to come in and connect. The homework shouldn't have you where you can't, you know, you want to get it to connect and intertwine and lock in. You don't want it being stuck like that or getting like that where it's getting close but still ain't quite. And I like how it was said to me last night. You gotta let the relationship develop organically. Can't force it. You can't be trying to force it. You know, you can't, you gotta let it just naturally settle on there. Can't be trying to force it. You know, you gotta let it just happen. So, with that said, I gotta get off of this thing before this thing start itching and I start having to talk with my hands stuck scratching. Oh Lord. It's smaller. It's definitely smaller, but smaller get the more it itches. I just slept later than I wanted to. And I think I gave myself a morning appointment to go handle before I get to work. So I'm going to go ahead and go get caught up on something I've been failing to address or deal with for some time. And, you know, I need to go make my rounds to the people I do like dealing with. So I don't have to deal with stuff I don't want to deal with because people think I ain't got no other options but to tolerate it. It's a weird way to tell a nigga, you know, you need to go check on your friends. But I think I was long overdue to hear some shit like that. Because I've been so busy paying rent, I haven't really been checking on a lot of my friends. And there's one I really been failing to check in on. So I got to get up off of here, get dressed, and go do that. Catch you later.